the stars and let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let rain roll, let rain
And good morning. Welcome to Today the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel on a big Saturday right here at Laurel Park. Big Saturday across the country. A monster Saturday down there at our sister track in South Florida, Gulfstream Park. They're off and running. I think 11:30 is their first race down there. It's Fountain of Youth Day down there. We'll get to everything for our show, but real quick, Gulfstream, you have Sagamore down there who's in the Fountain of Youth. Sagamore Farm, they have Global Campaign in there, Hidden Scrolls in there for Billy Mott, and also the Maryland bred Recruiting Ready running on the undercard down there at Gulfstream
absolutely.
today.
Huge card at Gulfstream. If you get a chance, pay attention, send a little money their way as well. Yeah, Hidden Scroll, kind of the big horse everybody's talking about in the Fountain of Youth. The Gallop Out winner, what he went by 14 in debut over a sloppy sealed surface, ran faster than older proven stakes runners that day. Sloppy sealed surface, though. You take that, you've got to understand.
Sure.
I don't know if they're going to have that today down there, but he looked like he had a ton of promise ahead of him. But I like a couple little price horses. Obviously, Global Campaign undefeated for Sagamore. I do like Bourbon of War and Vacoma a little bit as some price users in there. Try to upset the favorite.
All right, I haven't handicapped it too much out of this route on the Sagamore horse Global Campaign. And speaking of debut winners, the Buyer Speed Figure came back on the Gary Capuano horse the other day. Hoffa's Union, who ran faster than older three other than allowance horses that day. It was his first race ever going long. First start in his career, and they sent him long, and 94 Buyer Speed 94 Buyer Speed Figure came back.
Incredible.
So Gary Cap's phone, I'm sure that's ringing for some purchase offers. Hopefully we'll see him around here in Maryland next time out. Hoffa's Union. Keep your remember that name. Okay, the big Stronach 5 yesterday, the popular national wager. Well, I got lucky again. I gave out.
You get lucky. Come on, give yourself some credit.
Yeah, we handicapped. I gave out the winning $72 ticket, and there was the payout, $4,369.90. We had 53 winners to cash the Stronach 5. I gave out the winning ticket last Friday, paid almost $11,000. I didn't hit it I didn't play it that day. I was at a funeral, and I think Constance Garro's still looking over me yesterday. I played it yesterday, so we'll get a little pizza lunch going here in the TV studio.
Love it.
So let's real quick a recap. We had a long shot winner to kick it off right here at Laurel Park, and by the way, they put almost $260,000 into the Stronach 5 yesterday, so it's getting a monster handle, and it's also creating big handles on the individual races, Laurel, Gulfstream, and Golden Gate, Santa Anita. You're getting national attention on those racetracks. It's a great exposure for the Stronach Group's premier racetracks.
Absolutely. All the attention we can get, we'll take it. And, going to move us right into the springtime here with the turf racing at Laurel. That's really going to enhance some things when we start off the Stronach 5 with some monster competitive fields. But once again, hey, hats off to you. Any other public handicapper doing this kind of stuff? Not that I know of.
Now now the pressure's on. I'm gonna really try to do it 3 weeks in a row. I'm gonna go with the same formula. The pressure will be on. Do I go with the same formula or do I waver and play a little differently? My thinking is it's tough to do 2 weeks in a row, so I'll go all in. I might take off Wednesday and Thursday just so I can handicap the Stronach 5 next Friday. The entries for it will come out Sunday for most tracks, maybe Monday, Tuesday for some of the other tracks. So, yeah, you had Smart to a T,
Yes.
a $21 winner. That was the biggest price for the Stronach 5. So we had that horse. Nice ride by the Bug Girl, Ty Laya Pustina for Anthony Aguirre. So $21 winner. Then you had a $5 20-cent winner at Gulfstream, a $9 winner at Gulfstream, a first-time starter, and then a $7.80 winner at Golden Gate, and then a heavy favorite in the finale at Santa Anita, little Milo. He galloped there, paid $4.20.
Milo Parents.
Milo Parents.
Yeah, but I mean, he really didn't have any terrible anxious moments. That's what I liked. He got through the first leg, and I was watching upstairs with Dave and the Hammer and Bill, and I'm thinking, I go to Dave after the first leg. I said, you know what? I think he's going to hit this thing. And coming through the stretch, there was no real photo finish, nothing you really had to sweat out. Just the way you like it.
Right.
Perfect.
Just the Bug Girl just got through on the rail in that clubhouse turn, and it was all over with a Smart to a T. So that was yesterday. Let's get you going for today. We have a nice carryover in the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. There it is, $5,724. I might have to go after that today. I like both Pick 5s today, so we'll see. But nice carryover in the Pick 6. That'll start race 4 on the 9-race program. Also today, we have the Cure the Winter Blues handicapping tournament going on. All right, it's you have weekly prize plus a grand prize. It's a $10 entry fee. Races in the contest today are Laurel Park races 5 through 9, and then also Gulfstream Park races 11 and 13. So this is a pretty cool contest. I'm going to go down to the customer service booth on the first floor of the clubhouse. Sanithia will be down there. So somebody nice will be down there, and they'll help me out. I'm going to play it today, the Cure the Winter Blues handicapping tournament. I guess you have to be entered into that before race 5.
Okay.
All right, and then also, if you like the big handicapping tournament, we have one coming up, two weeks from today. Saturday, March 16th, right here at Laurel Park, in the sports bar, the Champions Handicapping Tournament, over $33,000 in prizes. It's a qualifying tournament for one of the big ones, the NHC, the Breeders' Cup Betting Challenge, and the big one. You can enter online. Registration now open. Go to laurelpark.com for the Champions Handicapping Tournament. That's a monster Super Saturday here at Laurel Park. That's private terms day, always mining, possibly headed to that race for trainer Kelly Rubley. You have a bunch of stake races that day, March 16th.
All right, looking forward. A big day on tap. A great handicapping tournament each and every year. You may have to come in, with a different name or something. You might scare away the competition. You start entering these contests.
Well, I was thinking about should I take off on the March 16th and maybe have a buddy play the handicapping tournament and maybe cheer him on.
Any way we can skirt the law, right?
Can't take off. Our only fill-in guy, Ty, he's busy selling Preakness tickets.
Is he? Yeah.
Preakness.com. Get your tickets now for the third Saturday in May at Pimlico. So, he's selling Preakness tickets. He can't fill in. Kimber, she's in Arizona. So, good thing we're on a hot streak because it's just us and my man Tim Tulloch in the afternoon. And, of course, the best, Dave Rodman. So let's get right to it here. Show you a picture of the main track today, sloppy track today. We yesterday, what was it yesterday? They had it fast yesterday, right?
Yeah, it came back. It was fine. And you can see that right there, sloppy. And this thing's probably going to get upgraded to muddy. It had a lot more moisture just even about 20 minutes ago. Looked like they came through and sealed it over once again, squeezing that moisture out of the racetrack. Yeah, sloppy right now. Don't be surprised if I upgrade this thing to muddy and sealed before post time when I get back upstairs. Yep.
Okay, all right, good stuff. Let's get right to it here. Race 1 will kick off the popular early pick 5. It's a mandatory payout on this early pick 5 with an industry low 12% takeout. Starts in race 1. I like both pick 5. Let's check out my ticket here. $32 ticket for the early pick 5. You can study all our tickets, my tickets, Keith's tickets, Tim Tulloch's tickets. They're all up on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Race 1, I used the 1 and the 4. The 4 is going to be the favorite with McCarthy Mimic 5-2, but the 1 Die has a little early speed on the inside with Weston Hamilton, so 1-4 in the opener. And then race 2, that's a maiden 25, 3-year-olds going 2 turns, wide open. I think I go 4 deep. I go with the 1, 2, 3, 5, and then a couple singles. Race 4, a maiden special weight I normally don't single on maidens, but I love the 4 Baptized the Boy in there for trainer Benny Feliciano Jr. We have a video spotlight of that Maryland bred by Bandbox. Montanez will ride. I single on Baptized the Boy in race 3, and then a heavy favorite there in race 4, the 1 Bacharach Fashion Even Money. She looks awfully tough. And then I think Chaos maybe looking for a little chaos in race 5. That's a wide open maiden claiming 10,000, 3 and up. Going 6 furlongs. Anytime Creepy the Crab can win, you know it's wide open. He's 10-1. They all have a shot in race 5. You and I could probably outrun them. So let's look for a big price there in race 5. I hit the all button.
All right, let's get cranking here.
Here we go. Race 1, claiming 12-5, 3-year-old fillies, 6 furlongs. Trevor McCarthy, just another day at the office for him yesterday. He won 2. Seems like he wins 2 or 3 every day. He's running away with the leading rider standings right now. He's on Mimic here for Rudy Rodriguez. Ben Mondello and Rudy Rodriguez, they're looking to have a big day down here today, aren't they? They have, 2 or 3? No, 2. They have Aikenetta in later on. So a couple favorites they have today. They came down here today meaning business. This filly by Frisian Fire, a nice win by 9.5 at Aqueduct last November on a good track, and then had a little time off, couple months off, came back on a sloppy track late January, no good up there at Aqueduct. That was against 30,000 claimers, produced a next out winner. She gets a drop today, and that's why you see McCarthy on her.
Yeah, I think they're going to team up and get a score here. He's over 20% with the droppers over the last couple of years. You know, this horse did win a big price. You always wonder about that. 37-1 when breaking the maiden. That ended up being a triple key race on the 20th. It doesn't have to bring a whole lot down here, and she doesn't mind a little bit moisture in the racetrack. I think the speed is going to be provided by your horse, the 1 and the 5, Kentucky Smooth. You won't get anywhere close to 76-1 on this Salzman runner today. This was Cintron's choice. I think this is going to be go right to the front with Kentucky Smooth and try to take him as far as they can. And kind of a sketchy opener. You can't love a horse in here, but McCarthy and Rudy Rod, you could do worse, right?
Sure. All right, so we're both on the leading rider, McCarthy, there with the 4 in race 1. Let's turn the page here. You like the early pick 4 today. You gave out a $1,000 winning early pick 4 ticket the other day. Paid almost $1,000. Let's take a look here at the second race. There's your early pick 4 ticket.
And we're going to try to make it 3 in a row. We had the early pick 4 yesterday. We said it wasn't going to pay a whole lot, but we reinvested it. That's the key.
You had the early pick 4 yesterday.
Yeah, but it didn't pay a whole lot. It's nothing. It's not 4,300.
Well, that's all right. You're going for 3 in a row. That's good. It gave you a little bankroll for the Stronach 5 or something.
We're feeding the people, Stan. That's what we do.
That's right.
Let's go. $20 ticket. I'm going to whittle it down and single in the 5th. 4 deep in the second. 1, 2, 3, 5. Third race, another spread, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Baptized the Boy, clearly the horse to beat. A terrible trip last time, but I'm worried about this firster. Cal Lynch has got a horse, I believe, reported first time gelding. A number of different ways to go in race 3. Fourth race, the 1 and the 5, Baccarat Fashion. I say Princess for Damon. I might have that one lined a little too high at 10. And singling, Buster's Brother. Let's take a look at race 2.
All right, here we go. Maiden claiming $25,000 for 3-year-olds, going a mile and a 16th. The 3 Canal Point, my top pick here in race 2. A 3-year-old gelding by Majestic Warrior. Their debut in the mud, and they didn't like the mud in debut, but that was his first start. That was maiden special weight. He had a little late interest in that race. Angel Soares came back to ride him in his second start against Maiden 50, going 2 turns. An improved effort that day. 48 buyer speed figure, decent third that day. Now he drops down to the maiden $25,000 level in his third start, second time going long. Angel stays aboard for the first for the third time. The Cal Lynch barn, they're rolling 38% winners here to kick off 2019. I think the 3 Canal Point is going to be tough here in race 2.
Yeah, they're going to have to catch the 2. Southern Savior. I know this horse is jumping up from 16. That was not a bad race last time. Nobody with any true speed. The other speed scratched. Rafter, Southern Savior, going to be a price. I think is going to lead them a long way. Give away very grudgingly. late. I come to the one, El Rojo, dropping back to the tag. This is the key for me from that maiden special weight try. Out of a good race. Dixie draw. One more drink came back. Improved, ran a 67, but unfortunately ran into Gary's first-time starter the other day. El Rojo's kind of the stayer of the group, a chaser, and just might kind of eke out a win late. But I do give the two a shot. Now, I think Tri-Colors will run a little bit better second off the layoff for Bernie.
All right, so we like the same four there. I'm 4 deep on my early pick 5, the 1, 2, 3, 5 there in race 2. Let's turn the page here. Race 3, a nice maiden special weight, one of the features of the day here for this early pick 5. It's for straight 3-year-olds, 5.5 furlongs, scratch to 1, Harmony Cat. The 4, Baptized the Boy, is going to be a popular favorite in this race. He's my top pick. You have him second. Yeah. We have a video spotlight to show you of this 3-year-old by Bandbox, a Maryland bred for Benny Feliciano Jr. Here's the start from February 9th.
Unfortunately, bet down to favoritism and just an awful beginning. You see that stumbling right to the nose and really roughed up a stride or two out of the gate, making contact with that 4-horse. And boy, did a tremendous job in recovering, gets a clear run to the outside, and finishes up quite well that day. This is the Lord Have Mercy race. We've talked about it time and time again, how sharp that winner was. But look at the effort. Still trying, Baptize the Boy, $1,000 purchase. Boy, multiple winners in this family. This clearly looks like the one with the most potential. A good sniff out for the connections. Baptize the Boy just needs a cleaner break. It shows he can do either way. He can go to the front or come from off of it. Gets the experience, the one to beat. I'm going to take a little shot with the 5, Home of the Lombardi. John Service with this particular owner, the Cash is King group. 5 for 17 and 10 for 17 in the money with first-time starters on the dirt over the last couple years. A positive ROI. I like that move. I went back, looked at this horse. It was purchased for $100,000 at that Timonium sale.
Right.
It didn't work super fast, but I like the way the action on this horse. And that the slower works at Parks really don't bother me. That track's been on the slower side.
Out of a deputed testimony mare, Summer Vacation by Super 99 here, a Maryland bred. Some nice works up there at Parks. I didn't use the 5, but the Super 99s, they've come out running. He's had some debut winners, so we'll have to check the early tote board there on the 5, Home of the Lombardi. I used the 3 in my exact. The Great Herman had speed in his debut last June at Delaware for trainer Jerry Robb. He was a 2-year-old then, making his 3-year-old debut today. Comes off a long layoff, but he ran well first out last June. He showed speed. That race produced a next out winner. He's by Maryland's leading sire, Great Notion. Xavier Perez aboard for Jerry Robb. This horse could show speed. He's been working well. Just fired a bullet, 59-3. February 23rd, so it looks like Jerry has him cranked up, ready to roll. He could get in front and be dangerous here.
Yeah, ran into Tyball. He's not a bad horse either, right, for Claudio. So, yeah, would have liked to see him carry that speed a little bit further because Delaware seems to carry the speed. Got a little weary through the final 1/8 of a mile up there, but is fresh, ready to go, and could be the target for Baptize the Boy, Home of the Lombardi. Big Boots, what do you do with this one? I think I had this horse reported first-time gelding. It's taken play in both starts, and looks like the workouts have improved since the gelding. So Big Boots is another one. You know, Lynch has had a really good run with his younger horses. I think he's hard to leave out of your exacts. I'm not sure if he's going to win it, but the attention that this horse has drawn leads me to believe he's going to be around there with the move to the gelding.
And you get McCarthy and Lynch are 26% together recently here in Maryland. So a real nice maiden special weight there in race 3. Let's get a quick commercial break. Nice carryover in today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That's over 5,700. Starts in race 4. We'll check it all out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick Six. There was a single. There was one single for a decent number, like 7,800 or something yesterday in the Rainbow Pick Six. So it plays to pay this. It pays to play this Rainbow Pick Six. You get a couple long shot winners home. You could take it all down. They'll put over 5,000 new money into it today. It'll be over 10,000. There's a carryover. $5,724. My co-host in the afternoon, Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket for it. And there you go. He has some good coverage in 3 of the races. He has two singles, a bowl ticket there, $25, 60-cent play. Race 4, he goes 4 deep with the 1, 2, 4, 5. In the 5th race, he likes the 1, 5. Race 6, that's a nice allowance race. He likes the 2, 4, 6, 7. And then race 7, he singles on the 8 there. The 8 queens are better, 7 or 2 there in race 7. And then race 8, nice allowance race for Maryland Breds. He singles on the 6 Sonic Boomy Jet for Claudio Gonzalez. And then race 9, a maiden 10, he goes 4 deep there, 4, 6, 7, 8. All right, so good looking Rainbow Pick Six ticket there for Mr. Tulloch. Let's check out here race 4, which also kicks off the middle pick 4. We're going 5.5 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance for filly mares 3 and up, which have never won 2. The condition, even money favorite here. We both have her on top. The 1, Bacharach Fashion, showed speed last out, opened up by 3 early, went the early half, 45 and 3 at this level. Got a little tired that day going 6 furlongs. Was coming into that race after having, about 6 weeks off. Now wheels right back in a couple weeks, cuts back from 6 furlongs to 5.5 furlongs. Ricardo Chappie just going to have to hope for a sharp break and get right to the front here on the favorite Bacharach Fashion.
Yeah, she looks to be clearly with a fairly alert break, the speed of the speed. I'll throw the 5 in there, Stan, my side Princess. I've got line at 10 will come down off of that with a scratch of War Tweet, but I thought this horse ran quite well. Was taken back off the leader early, made another move into it, just gave way grudgingly at 5.5. Back at 5.5 today. I know she's going to take on Older this afternoon, but I think she's in good form. A little moisture in the track's not going to hurt her chances, and the way the barn's going is something you got to clearly pay attention to. But maybe a lineup race in here with the 1 and 5 around the racetrack. Don't know what quite to do with the late courses. Both of them coming off a little bit of a time, both of them turning back in distance, but certainly has some back class. And this Mary Costa has some serious back numbers on her page.
Sure. All right, so they all have to beat the heavy favorite there in race 4, the 1 Bacharach Fashion. I single on that filly on my early pick 5 ticket. All right, I think race 5's wide open here. It kicks off, it starts the rolling super high 5 here in race 5, all right? Okay. So, and that's a low 15% takeout, the super high 5. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 5 kicks off the late pick 5. No carryover. They hit it yesterday, paid big yesterday, paid a big number, I think, yesterday. As always, that industry low 12% takeout means more money back in your pockets when you hit the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. I have a ticket here for the late pick 5, $48 ticket. And just like my early pick 5 in race 5, I hit the all button. There's 8 maidens here. Maiden claiming 10,000, 3 and up. It's a special group. I think all 8 of them have a shot to win. We're going 6 furlongs. I hit the all button. Race 6, nice allowance race. I single on the favorite, Acanetta, Rudy Rod, Mondello, McCarthy. The 2's going to be tough to beat. Race 6. Race 7, that's a maiden 10. 3-year-old fillies going short. I like the 2 favorites there. The 10, Foggy Dreams. We have a video on her. Also, the 8 queens are better. Race 8, nice allowance race for Maryland bred horses going 5.5 to 1, Torch of Truth. Your 2-1 favorite in that race. Going to get a tough trip on the inside. He'll be tough. He'll be right there. But I think the 6 and the 7 might just get a better trip on the outside for Claudio, Sonic Boomy, Jet, and Nico Bree and TJ coming off the layoff. Then just 2 deep in the finale. The 4 low Overture gets a positive rider change. You're going from a 10-pound apprentice to your leading rider, Trevor McCarthy, on the 4 in race 9. Also the 6, Orient Point, going to be a favorite there in race 9. Let's take a look here Race 5. Can I get a bomb home here in race 5? They all have a shot. You single on
Yeah,
the one,
singled the
Buster's
one.
brother,
Yeah.
on your early pick 4. I picked that horse on top. He's supposed to win. He should show speed from the inside. Where just can he get to 6 furlongs? That's the question. Ann Merriman, she's done a nice job getting this horse to find his best stride his last couple races. There's been a big improvement. But I don't know. He's not the most reliable type.
No, he's not. But he's a horse that I've kind of chased around, and he flashed some a little bit of ability early. I know the numbers weren't much, but I like the way he kind of finished in some of his earlier races. But he's kind of coming up to his best form. This is what he is right now. He looks like he's maybe a high 40s kind of a buyer type, and nobody else in here really kind of is. Except for Train maybe can get there. But Buster's brother, he ran into Englehart horse last time out in the Mason Factor and really didn't get terribly discouraged after being headed in mid-stretch. Just a little bit of a fade late. If he can avoid a duel, any kind of serious duel, I think he can go ahead and win this at an awfully short price, finally get through the maiden ranks in the 9th try.
All right, he's going to have to break sharp and show speed, and he's going to have to withstand pressure maybe.
Yeah.
The 6 Zephyr's Train
Possibly.
might put a little pressure on him. I pick him on top. The 6 here, Zephyr Train for Dove Houghton. No good last time going a mile. Showed speed and stopped. Now cuts back to a better distance today for the 6 Zephyr Train with Sheldon Russell aboard.
Yeah, in this kind of race, I'm going to single around the 1, key around the 1. Yeah, I threw the 7 there. Watch me, Nene. And sometimes when horses do this, they just out of nowhere run a good race. 32. The best on the page of this horse, but it's a horse you might just play around with and throw in your exactas, tries, and supers. Showed us a little bit of improvement, a little wake up last time. So
yeah, the 7 can
that's
win.
kind of how I'm going to approach race 5.
7 can win. Creepy the Crab can win. You get a positive rider change on the 2 Saturday Fighter, who's a big price. Riaz and Ferris Allen, they've been doing well. They're 15-1 with the 4, so I hit the all button there for both my pick 5s there in race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6 starts the late pick 4. Nice first level allowance condition. Filly mares 4 and up are going a flat mile here in race 6. We both have the 2 on top. The 7-5 morning line favorite, Trevor McCarthy, aboard for Rudy Rodriguez and owner Ben Mondello. We have a stat to show you for trainer Rudy Rodriguez.
How about this? The last 5 years, 8 for 14, 57%, claiming to allowance ranks in dirt routes. And that's coming off of a win. Everything sets up perfectly for Aiken at a ROI of over $4. That works for me. Aikenetta, it can handle an off track. Yeah, it hasn't run its fastest races, but it's in pretty good form right now. And you go back 4 or 5 races on the page back in September, beat that starter company up there at Belmont. They're better horses than what she's going to face today, coming out of an open 32. I think Aikenetta is going to be awfully tough from on or just off the pace. Musabaka, I'll use in the mix as well. The 4 just needs to save ground. Was out wide every step of the way last time. Took a little bit of the run out of her late. Just settle in there, tuck up inside, Weston. You're going to get a little bit better finish with the 4, Musabaka.
I probably should have used the 4. She'll be awfully tough. She's been in good form her last 3 starts. But I like this Lemon Drop Kid mare that trainer Jason Egan has. The one Lemon Drop Kid. He's going to be a big price here. Finally broke her maiden last out in her 11th career try. She'd run some big races before that. Just took her a while to break her maiden. Now she's done it. The confidence is high. Let's see if she can make another step forward today. Steps up to a tough allowance race. Vargas will ride for Jason Egan. I'll take a shot here with Lemon Drop Kitty at a pretty big price here in race 6.
You should get a price. You should get at least 8, 10, 12 to 1 on that one, because Aikenetta is going to end up, I think, right around 7 to 5, 6 to 5 when it's all said and done. Magically Discreet. He's paired up with some good races. I love the ride that he got last time. I was able to kind of slip through inside of horses. Is tactical enough. Works at the distance. Mary's Jewel, I think, might be the speed of the speed. I think they're going to go ahead and send her. I don't know why she ran that bad last time, but proving on an off track. But 2's going to be awfully tough in here.
Sure. All right, so nice allowance race there in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 7 will start the final pick 3 of the day. We're going 6 furlongs, maiden claiming $10,000 for straight 3-year-old fillies, and we both have the 10 on top. You like the 8 as well. Good. You're making me like my ticket even more. We have a video spotlight to show you on the 10, Foggy Dreams. Here's the race from February 8th.
Yeah, out wide every step of the way against the next out winner. Allison Kay would go up to Penn National and win a $10,002 in life at an awfully short price. But like Foggy Dreams gave chase, made a move, dropped back just a little bit around the quarter pole. But watch this last 16th of a mile. She levels off and really makes one final surge. I tell you, they've gone a little bit further. She might have just gone ahead. Look at this determination late. Put the head down and was really, really running. Draws outside again. Yeah, there is some speed in here. Just hope she doesn't get hung out 4 and 5 wide around the turn. It's going to be a tricky little job here for Toledo. But if she brings anything of that last effort, it's hard trying to find some prices here. I just haven't been able to do it on the card. Foggy Dreams gets through the maiden ranks today. But Queens are better. Broke slowly last time, then rushed up. I think she's got a rating gear, and she may want to use it to the best of her ability today. She's going to go ahead and win this one. So 8-10, 10-8 for me in race number 7.
Oh, yeah, all day long there, 10-8 in the 7th. Let's turn the page. Nice allowance race here in race 8 to kick off the late daily double. We featured this race on XBTV. Okay. It's a first-level allowance condition for Maryland bred, Maryland sired, 3 and up, 5.5 furlongs here. Now let's start talking about the one. We both have the 7 on top.
Okay.
I like that. Nico Bree and TJ coming off the layoff for Claudio Gonzalez. The one Torch of Truth, 2-1 morning line favorite. He's a deserved favorite. He'll go off the favorite. He was a favorite at this level last out. Had to break from the 1 hole. He's a closing sprinter in the 1 hole. Got him beat last time. Got him beat by a nose. It got him beat to start before when he had to break from the 1 hole, going 7 furlongs. The Elkstone Group and trainer Tom Iannotti, they've done a nice job with this Maryland-bred 4-year-old son of Not For Love. He hasn't been off the board in 4 starts. They're doing everything right. The horse is running big, but he's a closing sprinter, and he draws the rail again today. So he's going to run big. He's going to be right there, but he'll get beat a head or a nose or something because he's got to break from the rail.
Well, he do something to somebody in the racing office. He gets the rail 3 straight times.
Yeah.
Come on, maybe he needs to send some pizza to the racing office now. But that's tough, a tough draw. But Torch of Truth, boy, he's come back in really good form. Thought maybe he might bounce off of the return trial of that January 6th race. He did not. Just lost a heartbreaker last time to cousin Jimmy. The 7, Nico Bree and TJ, I think he's a horse that may be the most talented here, Stan. You look back, and they can make a favorite. 1, 6, or 7. Favoritism is going to go between those 3. He popped a couple good numbers at Delaware. I like the horses that he's kept company with. Saratoga Bob, horses that have gone up and produced and run well in tougher allowance conditions. He's fresh. The workouts look awfully good. Yeah. Nico Bree and DJ is going to be poised right off the pace, I believe, at this 5.5 distance and get it done off of a break. Not normally a thing for Claudio. I think this horse has some talent. He's going to get it done today.
Yeah, for making his 4-year-old debut today. I think he might even be better now as a 4-year-old. He's a big, good-looking 4-year-old son of Freedom Child out of a 2-punch mare, Maryland bred here for Claudio Gonzalez. So I'm looking forward to seeing this horse run. I think he gets a nice trip on the outside. He'll get a better trip than the 1 Torch of Truth he'll get. And we both like the 6 here, Sonic Boom Me Jet, beaten favorite in 2 of his last 3 races against Open Allowance, and then Maryland bred Allowance last out. Just got beat a neck last out. Now that was 6 furlongs. We cut back to 5.5 today with the Bug Boy, Sonic Boomy Jet. He'll be right there. It's going to be a good horse race, I think, here in race 8.
You might see both Claudios just go right on out and run as a team and take them as far as they can and hope the Torch of Truth, as you say, gets caught in a little bit of traffic from the inside.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 9, the finale. Hope you're live and all your will pays going into race 9. Maiden claiming 10,003 and up, going 6 furlongs here in race 9. And I go with the price play of the day here, the 4, Le Overjour for trainer Valerie Smith. I think a positive rider change. We're going from a 10-pound apprentice to the leading rider of the meet. Trevor McCarthy takes the call. This 4-year-old Maryland bred son of Patientville, a good third at 38-1 last out, coming off about a 6-7 week layoff. A good third decent number. Now second off the layoff, we get McCarthy. I'll go with the 4 on top.
I think he's going to have the time to run perfectly from just off the pace and have enough left. Got a little weary late, but second off of a layoff, you won't get anything. What, 160 to 1, 2 races back, 38 to 1. Yeah, 5 or 6 to 1 maybe today with Trevor. Orient point speed, telecommunication is speed, and I think Overture is going to be close. This horse to 7 caught my eye in the last eighth of a mile, calling that chart on February the 16th in that Jack Greer Stub Hutch race with La Overture. Awkward break run between is the comment. Did we have a video of that one or no?
Yes, we do. Video of the 7. Yep.
Yeah, let's watch this break. Comes away a little bit funky, a little bobble, and touch rank going to the outside and had to collect itself. And what it did, it finally did, it came into the 8th ball. We're going to show it to our thanks, guys. See that stumble, toss the head about, spot in the field a couple lengths right then and there, not coming out in good fashion. Watch this horse the last eighth of a mile, highlighted there, running about 5th past the 8th pole. This horse really picks it up nicely. The last 16th of a mile, 70 yards, finishes well to the inside of a horse and kept on going. A little bit of an experience is going to help. Third time off of a layoff, third time on the main track, extra ground. He's got David Egan. David Egan didn't mind saving a little bit of ground yesterday, did he either?
Who was that, Bobby G for Corrales?
Yes, yeah.
Up the rail, a patient ride, and the rail opened up, and he went right on through. Yeah, so good to see David Egan get his first North American win yesterday. He was an apprentice sensation over there in England in 2017. He was the leading apprentice over there in England. He complimented Jose Corrales, so helping him get his start, and good to see him win for Corrales first out.
Absolutely, and this is a race perfect for that kind of trip. Some questionable speeds go out. He'll be able to draft over and save that ground and then, pick where he wants to go by the time they hit the top of the stretch.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. A big Saturday here at Laurel Park. Nice carryover in that pick 6 starting race 4. Big day down there at Gulfstream. Good luck to everybody down there. The Maryland-bred recruiting ready. He's running in one of the undercard stakes down there. And then, of course, the Fountain of Youth. Billy Mott will be tough in there. And Sagamore Farm on a big national stage today down there.
Yeah, and, they're going to try to go with this horse is 2 for 2. Really hasn't been asked for his best.
Right.
It's a good little group down in Florida today in the Fountain of Youth. I'm interested to see who comes out on top, and we'll see if Hidden Scroll is the real deal.
All right, that's it. We're out of time. Dave Robbins coming up next with today's Scratches and Changes. Good luck.
Good luck.